Good morning, everybody. It's Lynn from A Bit of Birdsong. I have to go to work in a few minutes, but I decided to walk out to the workshop and just try to catch up a little bit on the December daily. I've been journaling, but I have not stayed caught up on recording videos. I will say I really wanted to do one video per page, but I'm going to do 2 pages today just to get somewhat caught up. I wanted to show you a couple of things I added. I found this little Santa ornament and I started to take it to my grandchildren, but my grandson has autism and he loves to chew on things, and I feel like this might not be good for him. He's getting better about it. He is the sweetest child ever, but he does have a tendency to put things in his mouth, and I don't know, hopefully he will outgrow that. He's done a lot of changing and growing up over the last year, so I feel really good about that. Nevertheless, I decided to put this on my journal, and I actually think it kind of balances out. I felt like this star clashed a little bit, but I just wasn't going to give up on it. I'm just going to keep on the trajectory and see how this all turns out. Journals are kind of like living things if you're working in them. They keep changing and evolving, and I just love that. So I added the Santa, and let's see, what did I do? I had one of those little textile or like flooring samples that went out in one of the fun packs. I think maybe the last fun pack. And I love the wood on that. I love the different colors. I can't remember exactly how many colors I had. This one was a white one, and I will try to gather some more white ones because they're fun to write on. I didn't really think about that. They're all fun. You can do different things with all of them. I love that about working with things like this. I just used some pink alcohol ink to drop onto that sample and let that run a little bit. And then I wrote December Daily 2019 and used a really big safety pin to put this right in the front. Somewhere the Santa card is floating around, and I am going to put it back into the journal somewhere, but this card, so beautiful. I love the front of this. I love anything Victorian, so I just put that in the pocket there. I don't think I mentioned that last time. Let's see, we've seen all of this, and you've seen this. Love this page. Jay, I will never look at this page again without thinking about you. I love that card that you made. You've seen this, and this, and this, and this. Yes, Gina, I feel like I have seen this wrapping paper before as well. I wonder if it was 1980s. I can still see in the magazines like Victoria Magazine and Country Living, the teddy bears had become so popular and they were dressed in different things, and yes, I think that could be 1980s. This is the entry for December 10th. And I love the coloring in this old Christmas card. Of course, I put glue on the back to attach it to the page, and I wanted to just remember who did this. This is from a larger painting, I think, The Virgin of the Rocks by Leonardo da Vinci. I really didn't mean to get glitter on this card. I thought this was pretty much dry, and I think it would have been okay if I just laid the page down, but I remember pressing, and I'm not sure what I was doing, but I did get some glitter on this, and I'm okay with that. I love glitter. Glitter does not bother me. So there's not much on this page. Some stamping. There is a note under here that's a bit more private. I love the stamping over here. I love to use the stamp when it's a little bit wet, or the page maybe is wet, and when you put the ink on it runs a little bit. So here is what I found out on December 10th, news of another baby in the family, and I am so excited about that. I mentioned this before, it's still really early. We're only about 7 weeks into it. But I'm hoping and praying for a nice, safe, healthy delivery and pregnancy and baby. So that's for the 10th. And then December 11th, just got a butterfly stamp, and you can see these stamps bleeding through from the other page. I did end up using a Sharpie to write on that gold paper, and I like that a lot. Underneath, we've got just the page. I didn't do much to this because I like that it says the guest room, breakfast tray, and it's got this beautiful Victorian looking tray with the dried flowers and the ribbon and the lace. I know I mentioned in a previous video that I've really been thinking about traditions and doing more for my children and grandchildren, maybe establishing some things at my house, at our house, and having it be something that they can look forward to. I just love this little image. Some of these little images went out in the last fun pack. That's from a calendar page. But I love this old car and the building behind. It just makes me think of family pulling into the driveway. We used to get so excited when our cousins would come over, and I can still remember running out and greeting everybody, and 10 or 11 years old, and trying to catch up your cousins on everything you've done and everything new that you have, and they're doing the same thing. And the holidays are just so much fun like that. I really want my family to have that. That's all I have for right now for this video. I do have some more done in subsequent pages, but I have a few finishing touches I want to do. Of course, you know how I am. I will go back probably and continue to add to this. It's going to be quite a nice chunky journal when we're done, because I've only showed you pages through the 11th right now, which means there are about 20 pages to go. And that will be, I have a lot of things I want to put in here. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to new subscribers. I am so happy that you're here. One more thing. I don't think I showed you the back of this. This still had the price label on it. Well, it had the UPC code. And when I pulled it off, look at that bright, bright white. This thing's been floating around for a while, and I'm seeing the paint. I'm seeing this discoloration. And because of the paint, I'm wondering if the label was put on before it was even painted. I don't know. At any rate, it left a bright, bright spot. And, my answer was going to be to just drop alcohol ink on it. I might still do that. But, so yeah, I'm doing that as I say. I might do that. I like it. I like the pink. So I'll let that dry today. Looks like it's going to take out some of my Sharpie there. But that's okay. Do you see how that's soaking in? Yeah, that is showing you why I'm not taking this to my grandson. I feel like this is a really porous material. I don't know what's in it, and it looks to me like it would break. And if he gets it in his mouth, he's going to chew it up. And yes, he will spit it out, but I don't want him breaking a tooth. I don't want him being exposed to something poison. So that is going to hang on the journal, and we will see what happens to it. It's time for me to run. Thank you so much again, and I will see you very soon. Bye for now.